What's up, E? What's up, man? Let me know how this sounds. I'm just testing this microphone that I got. How's it going, man? Happy Saturday. So I got this microphone. I don't have any of my. It's not going through my Rodecaster. It's a USB microphone. Yeah, testing. So I got this microphone. It's a USB mic. It's a USB condenser mic. Sounds good. Awesome. I'm going to use this, part of this video for the review that I'm going to film. But this is the Tonor TC-777 USB condenser microphone. Inexpensive little microphone on Amazon. It's like $30. And so the company sent it to me for review. So I like to, when I do a microphone review, I like to go live with it and see how it sounds. So you say it sounds good. It's good to hear, man. Good to hear. How's your Saturday, man? We started off this morning cleaning out the basement, loading the truck to go to the dump, to the recycle place, trying to clear this basement out, man. It's amazing what you can stack up over. We've lived in this house. Am I trying to be a DJ? I don't know. No, that's Jay Cruz, man. I'll leave that to Jay Cruz. He can do the DJ stuff. But, part of my channel is helping people with gear that's inexpensive that they can use to, to do a YouTube channel or do whatever. So microphones like this are exactly what I want to talk about and share and do reviews on. So about to barbecue with the family. Awesome, man. Awesome. We're going to do some more basement cleanup tonight. So dude, I've lived in this house for, I bought this house in 2010, February 2010. So I've been here for 12 years, I guess. It's amazing what kind of stuff you can just pile up in the basement, man, and just not even think about it. I was telling Mel, like, as we're going through this stuff, if there's something that's in the corner that we haven't touched in years, hey, what's up, Tommy? Super sensitive. I may be too close. I'm not sure. My meters look good, but I'm using the Ecamm meters. I'm not using my Rodecaster because it's a USB mic, so I could probably back off a little bit. It's a little USB condenser mic. Let me back it off like that. How's that? Is that better? Are we having a ceremony for the treadmill? No, we had that ceremony earlier. So the way that our landfill works here, so you drive over a scale. Don't sell on eBay for a living. So our landfill, when you first get there, you drive over a scale, they weigh your truck, your load and everything. And then when you have just a truckload or whatever, you drive up this hill, and then they have two big, basically semi-trailers that are open on top. They have those sitting right there, and you can just toss stuff over so it lands in this big bin. And so that was the ceremony. That was the ceremony. That was dumping it over and watching it fall into the big bin. That treadmill got a lot of work. It lasted a long time. So I had that treadmill. I probably bought it in probably it would have been 2013, because that's when is that right? Yeah, 2013, because that's when I started running again, way back when. So I bought it used, so it already had some mileage on it, and I did at one point put a lot of miles on it until my legs just couldn't take running anymore. So Tommy says, don't sell on eBay for a living. Why is that, Tommy? Is that because of the gear or what? You say it seems low. So yeah, so this microphone, I've got it turned up all the way that I can turn it up. Let me bring it closer. I've got it turned up all I can turn it up in Ecamm, and there's no controls on the microphone. Here, I can show it to you real quick. So it's this, I could probably move that too. So this is the Tonor TC-777. It's actually a pretty neat little microphone, so it pops out of its stand. I mean, it's kind of made, you could hold it, so I could hold it like this. And then it's got this neat little stand it comes with. It's not bad. If I move that pop filter out of the way, how's that? Go to landfills all the time with work. I know what you're talking about. There you go. Buy junk every week to sell on there. It's faster and easier to buy than sell. Yeah. Dude, I don't know, Tommy, I don't know when you came in exactly. We were we were talking about clearing out the basement. We got so much junk in the basement that a lot of it. So Mel's gonna have a yard sale. You had to raise your volume. Yeah, I can't turn this thing up anymore. So I've got the volume level maxed. So if it's low, and the way this microphone is made, you can't really put it on. Let me see something. Let me look at the. So Brian, it's a cardioid condenser mic. To answer your question there, I see what kind of polar pattern. So it's a cardioid condenser mic. If I take I'll take the other pop filter off. How's that? Is that a little bit better? But then you have the pop. Peter picked a pickled whatever that rhyme is. Pop. And there's with it back on. So Peter pecked a pike. I don't remember the stupid rhyme, man. But anyway, pop. Hey, what's up, Dean? So Dean had to raise his volume. Yeah. There's no gain. There's no gain on the microphone. And I'm kind of like leaned right into it. So let me check my Mac mic volume for it. Hold on, let me check that out. Sound preferences. Let's go input. All right, so I can turn the input volume up on the Mac. If I max that out now, is that too loud or is that better? It definitely raised and I'm kind of peaking now in Ecamm. So yeah, Brian, I'm probably about right around there, probably 6 to 8 inches away from it. Talking right into the front of it. I just turned the input, now it's too loud. Okay, so let's back it up to here. So Mel says too loud, Brian says that fixed it. I just backed it off a little bit. It's not peaking now. So how about that? So we got too loud, we got that fixed it. Hear you loud and clear. I backed it off a little bit. Is it still too loud? I could probably even back myself. Let me adjust. So this microphone, just like any other little USB microphone, it comes with these little tripods, which I don't like these. I don't like these tripods because these little tripods, you have to kind of like lean into the mic, right? And this one's made in a way that I would have to rig something up to make it fit on a boom arm because there's no connection for a boom. Although I could take the tripod off and put this on it, but the microphone sits really loose in the stand, so I don't know. Throw that pop filter back in front. So Dean says loud and clear. Not much room noise. Yeah, I've got my studio is pretty soundproof. It's pretty quiet in here. As long as my son's not out here going crazy on Fortnite, right? He likes to, sometimes when he's playing Fortnite, man, you would think he's having an actual war in the basement. It's crazy. Definitely a lot better. Yeah, the level looks better in Ecamm too, so I'll probably... So, I mean, that's good to know for the review that I had to check that I had to turn it up in the Mac so the input would be louder. Nicholas Z, what's up, man? Good to see you, brother. Yeah, no, definitely a lot better. Yeah, so, yep, so I guess after this, so I got to film this review. I'm probably going to film it tonight or in the morning. And I'll use this for part of the review, but man, I got to tell you guys, we have more work to do in the basement. We got a couple different piles going on. We have a pile of stuff that we're definitely keeping that we'll pack and take with us. We've got a pile of stuff that Mel's going to sell. She's got a Facebook group to sell, I think mostly local, but I think she'll ship some stuff. And it's going to be mostly like, I don't know, home stuff and some of the kids' stuff, whatever. And then a pile of junk, which we've taken one truckload. We'll probably have another couple truckloads, man. Again, it's crazy what you can add up and just like we've got a couple of corners in the basement that's just storage, and there's so much stuff back there. I told Mel, like, if we haven't touched it in years, we don't need it. We can either sell it or throw it away. So yeah, Brian. I had an interview on Thursday. I think it was Thursday. The interview I think went really well. I talked to the who would be my boss for about an hour and a half. Really good conversation. He set up a second interview immediately. So the second interview is Wednesday, and that second interview is with a whole list of people. I think another Linux admin, HR, him, maybe the CEO or the guy. I don't know. It said optional for him, so I'm guessing he doesn't have to be there. And so that second interview will be Wednesday. And assuming that interview goes well, which I think it will, I'm hoping that the second interview is a good sign. I think the first interview went really well. And this job, out of all the ones I've seen, I mean, this job would be perfect because it's basically everything that I do now on a daily basis. I'd be doing that there. So, and honestly, kind of a few of my favorite things to do. So the job is perfect. So assuming that interview goes well, I get picked up. I got to put my 2 weeks in with where I work now. Then once I start working that job, we'll start planning. So we have to sell our house. We have to plan the move, find a place to live in Wisconsin. So I'm hoping by the fall we will be on our way to Wisconsin. So that's the plan. I'm hoping that's the plan. I'm really, really hoping for this job because I think this job would be perfect. But I've got another interview on Monday. And these are some big companies. I had a recruiter send my resume to Carnival Cruise Lines, that would be cool, I guess, depending on the job. But the one that I'm interviewing for Wednesday is the job that I really want. So, hey, what's up, Roy? Sounds good. Oh, sounds like good news. Yeah. Things are going well. I think. So, like I've been kind of telling them, like I told him in the interview, and I told my recruiter, like, I've pretty much since I graduated high school I've worked for the same company, right? So this is all new to me, applying for jobs, going through interviews. I've never had to have a second interview, which I guess is pretty standard now. And so I'm thinking since the second interview, that's a good sign, right? That's a good sign. For those of you that maybe have interviewed in the last couple of years, a second interview, how sure of a thing is that? I don't know. I guess we'll see, right? Yeah, I hope so. The job would be perfect. I'm really, really hoping for it. So, my responsibilities would be, again, the things that I do now that I love so much. So, Red Hat Satellite, which is, it's basically the application that Red Hat builds that you can use to manage your systems. And so, there's a lot more to it, but that's basically what it is in a nutshell. You manage all of your servers with this. So, that's one thing that I do now that would be one of my responsibilities. The other would be server security, so hardening, making changes to make sure the server is secure would be the other one. Something else I love to do. And then, a few other things, but that's kind of the main parts of the role I'd be hired for. So, yeah, Brian. So I'll be working on that. I'll be working on pre-approval. So we're gonna list our house here. The guy that we're gonna work with to sell. I've actually known him for 20 years, 22 years. I used to work with him. He worked in IT also. When I started working outside the Army, he's the first guy that I ever worked with. So he kind of trained me on what we did there. And then he moved on. We kept in touch. And now he is doing real estate now. So he got his real estate license a couple of years ago. He moved out of IT. He's got his own real estate agency. And he does really well. He's a good dude. So we'll list the house with him, and then once we do that, yeah, we'll start working on pre-approval. So, yep, second interview is definitely a good sign. If that goes well, they typically offer you the job, agree to pay, etc. during that call. That's kind of what I was thinking because HR is part of the call. So that's got to be a good sign, right? Because I won't be doing HR stuff. They'll just have HR as part of that interview. So yeah, we're excited. I'll need to work that job for a couple of months, so that I'll have a little bit of leave because we'll have to take some time to move and stuff like that. And the bank is going to want to know, being that I just started that job. Luckily, I've got a good work history. I've been with the same company now for basically 20 years, 11 years in the same role that I'm in now. So hopefully the bank is going to be okay with the fact that I just started a new job. I mean, I can explain to them that I had to take a new job so that we could move because I could not keep my remote job. I couldn't keep the job that I have now remote. So hopefully they'll understand that. Yep, agree to pay amount. Yeah, they better at least agree to pay, right? They got to pay. They got to pay me something. But yeah, the pay amount. Yeah. So I'm excited about it. I'm looking forward to it. Banks want a letter you are authorized to work remotely. Oh, okay, yeah. So the job is literally it's being hired as a remote job. So I'm sure that they would give me some sort of a memo or something. It's listed as a remote job. So the company's in Ohio, but they have people that work all over the country. So I'm assuming the employer will just give me that letter. Banks won't care. You can get loans like it's 2006 again. I hope so. We have our VA also, so our VA loan, which the house we live in now is on VA loan. So the VA loan is even more, a little bit more. It's backed, right? It's backed by my VA entitlements. So I think that also most banks are like, okay, cool, VA, it's backed. If I do default, it's going to be covered. So that should be good. As long as it's in the same field, you're good to get approved for a mortgage. Shouldn't be an issue. All right, cool. They have no doc loans. That's crazy because last time, how long have they been doing that, Tommy? Because I bought this house in 2010 and I had like a mile high stack of documents. So I don't know. This is, I remember that time. I remember all the hassle of buying a house and going through all that junk. I've never sold a house. This will be the first time because this is the only house that I've owned. So this will be the first time that I've sold. The higher the credit score, the less they care. Yeah, I think with I don't even know what my credit score is. It should be fine, but the only debt we have is this house. So cars are paid off, all that good stuff. But I think with VA, I think typically a credit score of I want to say either 580 or 620. Anything above that is typically a done deal, I think. I have to look that up again. It's been a while. Again, it's been forever since I bought a house. So you're doing no doc for investment property. Man, so this house will probably should be able to list it for a pretty high amount. We should walk away with a good chunk of cash. After everything's said and done. But we're looking at houses where we're moving to, and the average house price for where we're going to is like $500,000, $400,000. In that $400,000 to $500,000 range, it's kind of the average, depending on where you're actually moving to. Santa Dad, what's up? What's up, man? Great to see you. I'm just testing this microphone out, this little USB mic, so had to tweak a few settings, and that'll be all part of the review. I'm going to film the review tomorrow, and I'll use part of this for that. But again, this is the Tonor TC-777. Is the microphone, a USB cardioid condenser microphone. Pretty simple setup. You just have a USB cable. There's no gain. There's nothing on the mic. I do like how this microphone is set up. You can actually use this. The USB cable's not super long, but you can kind of hold this like a handheld microphone. So that's kind of cool. I kind of like that. I could probably think of some kind of use case that would be useful to hold it like this. But then it's got its own little, tripod that is built into here. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing. A little pop-up live stream just to test this microphone. I like to be able to do this and then go back and listen to it before I do the review. So I don't think this is a microphone that I would use, that I would necessarily use for this setup typically, and that's really just because of what I do have and other USB mics that I have. But I think for people that are starting channels and want to go live and they're kind of looking for, I mean, you guys know part of the basis for my channel is helping content creators get started. And a lot of times, I mean, we all don't have a ton of money to throw into equipment right away, right? 9 times out of 10 we don't. So this microphone is like $30 on Amazon. So it's a nice little inexpensive option for. Almost, it's a nice inexpensive option for somebody just starting out needing a microphone to go live with. So, you know what, man? If it was up to me, the answer would be no. But I have a wife and kids that want one. It depends on the price of the house we find. If we can find one with a pool, the things we definitely need, we need 4-bedroom because I need a studio. I need an office. I'll be working from home, so I have to have that set up. Would love to have a basement, but as long as there's a 4th bedroom, basically the basement would come before the pool. Just depends on what we can find. And we're looking at stuff now, but obviously the things we see now are more than likely not still going to be there in a couple of months. So it's almost like it's fun to look right now and see what's out there right now, but that stuff's probably not going to be there whenever we're actually ready to pull the trigger and make a purchase. So, hey, what's up, Chris? What's up, man? Yeah, 4-bedroom houses are like $450K and up unless you want a dinky house. A lot more expensive. Yeah, I mean, the housing prices everywhere are just crazy right now. And where we're going to, I mean, we want to be we're going to be about 45 minutes from Milwaukee, and we don't want to be like, right outside of Milwaukee or in that area. We want to be a little bit further away from Milwaukee, but yeah. Almost like you have a personality. I do, man. Hey, Chris, I'm wearing my Crocs right now too, man. I just figured you want to know that. Bearded Mortgage Broker, what is up, man? We got the probably the best beard in the UK right here. What's going on, man? I have a different Tonor. It sounds okay for a budget one. Yeah, I think for people that need an inexpensive microphone. So I have not, for the record, I have not heard this. Once I'm done here, I'll go back and listen to the replay. But everybody's saying it sounds okay, so. But good to see you, man. I know typically I'm live and you're already in bed because of the time difference, so I'm glad you're able to catch one here. I'm thinking about a mic to use with my 70D for MOS interview, vlogging type stuff, and I was going to ask about the Rode you've talked about before. Which Rode? Because I've got a bunch of them. I love Rode mics. Rode makes my favorite microphones. I'm definitely a Rode junkie. But you're probably talking about the Rode Video Mic Go 2, which is their newest one. That one is, it's sitting over across the way there. That may be the one you're talking about. See, here's the boss right here, you guys. If we can't get a house with a pool, we'll at least be getting a hot tub. We'll have to see what we can afford. I don't know. Now you flash this little Tonor mic as a handheld, which could be great for, does it look like it would easily plug into the camera with the right USB? I'd have to test that, but with the right adapter, it should. What do I do with the book? Here's the book. Let me see what the book says. The book doesn't say much, it just tells you how to hook it up, so no help there. But I'm assuming with the right adapter, I don't have a USB. I don't think that I have an adapter to try it. I'll see if I do. If I have an adapter laying around, I'll try it and see how that works. Pool in Wisconsin for 3 hours out of the year. I mean, maybe 4, Tommy. 4 hours. Give us a little bit more, man. Maybe 4 hours, but yeah. It's, I guess, I mean, it does get hot up there. From really, I think, so my sister-in-law, they just opened their pool like last week. So they're still, I guess, kind of right on time. And they'll typically start to close it end of September, maybe early part of October. It definitely, the summer, I don't know, Mel, you tell me. I don't think the summer lasts as long up there though, but it's at least 4 hours, Tommy. It's at least 4. I'm so glad we bought our house when we did. Mortgage is less than most people's rent now in just 3 months. Getting solar installed, that's awesome. Yeah, you'll definitely make that back after a couple of years. Yeah, so I mean, when I bought this house, it was the mortgage. It was definitely a buyer's market. My mortgage payment right now is, and I'll share it. I don't care. I mean, in Kentucky, the cost of living here is not nearly as much. Our mortgage payment with escrow and everything is right at 1,300, like 1,312 is our mortgage payment, and so got a great deal on this house. It was a buyer's market at the time, but now housing prices are just a lot more, which I'm going to be able to take advantage of that when I sell. But buying, we still have to do that. So we have to talk about what we're going to do. We may take a little bit of that. I'm not really a mortgage. Bearded Mortgage Broker, you can tell me, should I put any money down with what money I make from the sell? Should I put some down? I don't know. I know they say for cars, you don't necessarily want to put money down, but heard Crocs bought Hey Dudes. Now I'm conflicted. Are you serious? I didn't hear that. But I wear Hey Dudes also. What's up, Aaron? I've got my classes paid for this week. Cal Grants dropped it from $5.50 to $47. Nice, man. That's awesome. Summers are hot there. Okay, so June through September. June, July. So 3 months. End of October is often rain. You can bring in the first snow. Whichever road you think would be best for man on the street interviews that would mount to the camera. So I'll tell you, there's one that I don't have that J. Cruz has. It's a, let's see. I don't remember what model is. Let me look it up real quick. So this is a Rode handheld. Let me find it. I'll show it. It's the it's called the Reporter, the Rode Reporter. So this is probably, this one looks new too. This looks a little bit different than J. Cruz, unless he just has a pop filter on it. Let's see if this is, so Reporter, flag. All right, so here, let me do this. So the Rode Reporter mic, J. Cruz has one like this. This may be newer. Let's see what else they have. He has, oh no, that's it. That must be, yeah, that must be it. I wonder if he just has a big pop filter on his, but this one may work well for you. It depends on where you are too, right? So like the Rode video mic Go 2, it mounts on the camera in the cold shoe, and then depending on where you are with the person, it would pick both of you up right there if you're both in front of the camera talking. It would depend on how you're setting up. Contagion Effect, what's up? Did some upgrades to the channel. There you go. What kind of upgrades did you make? I have to come check it out. Yeah, absolutely, man. Always here. What's up, Justin? What's up? Stop reading instructions, you're breaking man code. Hey, you know, if I'm going to do a review, I got to know what everything says, right? Fill the basement year-round pool. Same as Dell. Yeah, I remember you talking about kind of the weather up there and seasonal depression and stuff like that. Probably about the same up there in the upper Northeast, yeah. It's 10 p.m. over there. Yep, absolutely. Glad you had a great day, man. You're nervous to rent your apartment in Arizona. Yeah, Tommy, we cannot have a wet basement. That would not make for a very good office or studio environment. So yeah. What's up, Ryan? What's up, man? We refinanced to a 15-year mortgage about 12 years ago, and we're about a year from paying our home off. That's awesome. Monthly mortgage payments around $1,150. Yeah, so probably what we'll do is we're gonna have to buy just whatever we can right now, right? It is what it is. We have to buy the payment's going to be what it is. But once things start coming down, I'll probably do so VA has a really good refinance program that's really simple to do. We'll probably refinance it after a couple of years if the market prices come down a little bit. If we get a lower rate, you know. Let's see how it goes though. The UK and US mortgage markets are so different. My advice might not be right for your situation. No, completely understood. Understood, yeah. What's up, Mark? What's up, my brother? How are you, man? Tom Buck has one of the Reporter mics. Roy, do they have... So this one that was shown, is this a newer one? Because it looks different than what J. Cruz has. But he may have. Let me see what the other pictures look like. Yeah, I think this one's completely different, but he may have a pop filter on it. Somebody else has one too, that I saw a video recently they were doing with the reporter mic. Change the from the channel review. Change the contagion effect banner and added the time, and added some more tags. There you go. Awesome. Let me go check it out. Oh, there you go. There you go. Sharing veteran stories, mental health awareness. I like it. Ooh, knocking the microphone over. I like it. I only see a couple of keywords. Did you add tags, more tags to videos, or did you add channel keywords? Because I only see 6 channel keywords there, so they may not have saved. Oh, you added them in the description of the about. So those tags that you put in the about area, go to YouTube Studio and add them to your go to settings and add them there, and that'll put them in your actual channel keywords list. Just offered nearly 160K over the asking price when we purchased our house 20 years ago, and that's not factoring in upgrades and additions we've made since then. Oh, you were just offered nearly. Yeah, I think so. We should, if all goes right. I got to talk to my realtor, but I'm probably going to offer some cash credit so the back deck needs to be pressure washed and stained. Definitely that's going to have to be done. And so I'll probably offer a cash credit for that to the buyer. But we should still walk away with probably $100,000 cash by the time we sell it. So, what's up, Dagan? Testing a new mic, man. How are you, brother? He just got it. Not sure. Yeah, this one looks new. I think the one Jay Cruz has maybe a little bit older. Training a new editor today and watching baseball. When I saw the live notification, I had to jump in because I knew it was a bit unusual. See, yeah, I just wanted to test the mic. I figured I'd pop in live. I appreciate all of you coming in here hanging out for sure. Hit her there after the show. Awesome. Yeah, that'll help. So that the keyword section there is where you want to put those at. So you'll be fine renting your first house in Arizona. Once you are in, you will enjoy it. I'm proud of you. Yeah, if you ever get to a point where you can buy, man, it's crazy. We were looking at possibly renting up there to start. I don't want to rent, but it just seems like it would make it easier moving, to a new state. The rental prices are crazy. The rental prices are, like, for what we would need, $2,500, $3,000 just to rent a place. Our mortgage payment's probably going to be somewhere in that ballpark. I would, maybe a little bit less than that, but still, you're paying that much to a rental. That's, when you own a house, obviously you guys know when you own a house, you're investing into something you own instead of somebody else. So yeah. All right, so I'm going to screenshot. I shouldn't have to worry, but I'm going to screenshot real quick where my sound preferences are set for this mic level. So let me grab that. There we go. All right, got that. So definitely had to turn the sound level up on the Mac system itself in the OS, and then I've got it all the way up in Ecamm, and we are just hitting that yellow, top of the green, right in the yellow for sound. So one more check. Everybody hear me okay? Is it loud and clear to everybody? And everybody's on a different device. Some people are using earbuds. Some people are listening in different ways, but I want to make sure the mic sounds good where I have it. I have other friends that live in Arizona, and I worry for y'all with the water situation. You know why I'm never moving to Arizona? Because it's 120,000 degrees in February. There's big snakes, scorpions. I don't want any of that. Don't want anything to do with any of that stuff. So I'm never. It's funny, Andy. I still call him Prack, but you know, Tasty Licks. He has his music channel now. He'll send pictures of himself like in shorts and a hammock in like February. Like, dude, you're just showing off. Loud and clear. No digging. There's no gain on the mic. There's a USB cable, and that's it. So here, I'll show you the mic one more time. So here's the microphone. That's the mic, and then it's got its little stand that comes with it, little tripod, like most of these mics come with. I would probably, once again, let me see if the tripod comes off of here. If I can get it back in. So it does come off the tripod, so theoretically I could pop this into a boom arm. Could definitely pop it onto a boom arm, so it would work. It would work well. It's a $30 microphone on Amazon, so for somebody that's looking for an inexpensive USB option for a microphone, I think this would be a good. I have to go back and hear it because I have not heard the sound yet, but it sounds like it may be a good option for somebody that needs an inexpensive USB mic for live streaming. You love Northern Arizona. Yeah, I hear it's a little bit cooler up there, huh? The stuff Andy and them are talking about, I don't want any part of that, but Dean, you're in the mountains, right? Am I right in remembering that you're in the mountains? Sound check good. Santa Dad. Thumbs up on AirPods. Awesome. Oh, Mark, thanks, man. Actually, so hey, do you notice does the video still look as good? So I actually knocked it down to 30 frames. I've been running for weeks at 60 FPS on the camera and Ecamm. And then I'm running into my A10 Mini, which is my camera switcher, which it only outputs at 1080, so I can't stream in 4K with that, which is fine. I don't need to stream in 4K. But I knocked it down to 30 frames. So the quality I think is still good. I mean, frames don't really, obviously that more affects the speed of the video and stuff like that, but does this still look good? I'm assuming it does. I appreciate that, man. It's in the lens, brother. It's the lens. The Sigma 16 lens is amazing. So the stock lens, I've got it sitting back here. I've got the Sigma 16 on it. So the lens made all the difference in the world for it. Awesome, man. I appreciate that. All right, you guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and break loose here and go back and listen to this replay. So I appreciate y'all coming and hanging out for a little bit. We are at 9. What did I see last? 980 something. Yep, 987. So we are almost there. Almost there. We're talking to videos 30 and 60. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I used to always just stream in 30 anyway and do videos in 30 FPS. When I only knocked it up to 60 when I got this lens because I was playing around with it and I just liked it. Florinell Zone, hey, what's going on? Good to see you. Never seen you before. This is not a typical live stream that I do. I'm just live testing this microphone that I got, so appreciate you stopping in here. Going to get the Sony ZV-1. You convinced me. I'm going to use it for content and vlogs. There you go. It's a good little camera to have. I hear that Sony is starting to be able to manufacture some cameras again, so we'll see if that happens. I think the ZV-E10, which is what I have, is still pretty much unavailable everywhere, but I'm hearing that they are starting to be able to manufacture cameras again, so fast-paced motion, yeah, for sure. Yeah, if I was running back and forth in the studio or something maybe. Yeah, that's all FPS does. Appreciate you, Mark. That's the plan. I mean, things are going to slow down a little bit just because we're going to be working on moving and stuff. So Uploaded videos. It may. So the two things, right? We're going to be working on moving, and then I'm going to be starting a new job. Hopefully this interview Wednesday goes well, which I expect it to. Really hoping for this job that I'm interviewing for. So I'll be, starting a new job. We'll be working on moving. So it's things are probably going to slow down a little bit. Upload wise, I'm not going to stop live streams at all. I'll still have my 2 live streams a week, but we'll see how the schedule goes with uploaded video. Probably is going to be kind of a slowdown for the next couple of months. And then the move, and then once we get settled in, I'll be right back at it. So I'm not going anywhere, but things may slow down a little bit. New subscriber from a couple of days. I appreciate you. Absolutely appreciate it. Florinel Zone, if you don't mind asking, what video did you come across, if you remember? Did you come across a video? Did you come from TikTok? How'd you find me? I always kind of like to know that. Yep, Mark. No, you don't have to do anything. Nightbot is turned on, throwing out the buy me a coffee and website links. Mark, your support is more than enough, man. And Mark is one of my subscribers and buy me a coffee. So Mark, I appreciate that, man. It means the world that you guys support me in the ways you do. It really does. And Mark is like the OG supporter, man. Mark is always there. I appreciate you. Most of you guys that are in here right now are. But Mark followed me from the other channel, and he's a super supportive guy for me and a lot of people. So always appreciate you, man. I hope so. This job would be exactly what I love to do. It's stuff that I do now daily, and the tasks that I would have are like some of my favorite things to do. So I would love the job. So we'll see. Hopefully it goes well. Ship the helmet to me. No, I told you what I need. I told you what I need for the helmet, Aaron. We got to move, brother. So the price went up. I need money to move. So that's what I need for the helmet. What did I tell you? I forget. It was $5,000. I think I upped the price, right? What did I say? $10,000 or $15,000? I'm a YouTuber also, and I think I was searching for some gear. I think Rode mics. I do have a couple of Rode mic videos. Rode is some of my favorite stuff. I love Rode. So, yeah, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for the subscription. And we're live, not usually during the day like this. I'm usually live Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern and Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern. So welcome anytime. The Rodecaster Pro probably so. That video's done pretty well. I need to do some updated videos on the Rodecaster just on some individual features because that was kind of an overview, like here are my settings, this is what works. I'm not using it right now, obviously, but I need to do a few more and just break down those features a little bit more. So I'm glad you found it. Hopefully that video helped you. Yeah, man, see the price went up. We got to move, man. We got to move. I need, not going to do a GoFundMe or nothing like that. This is all just joking around here, but yeah, I don't do that. I don't do that. Yep, 5 to 15 cases. G touch the helmet. Yeah, for sure. Tommy, the pod mic is my favorite microphone that I have, and I've got the Shure MV7. I'll eventually buy the Shure SM7B. I just haven't had a reason to so far because that pod mic is so amazing. For $100, that mic is just so good. Just bought one. I'm a beginner with that. I need help. Did you hear that the Rodecaster 2 is out? I was going to pick it up, but I'm not going to. I'm going to wait. Need to save money for the move, so I'm going to hold off on that. But, yeah, not helping. What do you say about the Rode NT2A? The NT2. I don't have that. I bought the NT5 a while back. It didn't really work for my setup the way that I like to do things, so I didn't keep it long enough. But I'm definitely going to be buying more mics, more Rode mics. I want to get a mic that's sort of out of frame, which, I mean, obviously this one is, but I mean like a Rode mic that I would typically use. So I'll be doing more mic reviews and stuff, but that specific one I don't have any knowledge on at this point. Yeah, the Rode pod mic, that's the one that I normally use. When I'm normally live, that's the one that I'm always using. So I've got the pop filter on it, but... So this is this one right here, Santa Dad. This is the Rode pod mic. This is the Rode Pod mic that I normally use. This is a XLR. It's a $100 microphone, and for a $100 microphone, it's incredible. So that's what I'm normally using when I'm live. Bought the Rodecaster Pro and Rode NT2A. I don't know that one specifically. I don't have any experience with it. But I'm assuming is that a pencil mic? I'm assuming. Sounds like it. Oh no, it's not. It's not a pencil mic. It's a condenser mic. Okay. Multi-pattern, large diaphragm condenser mic. I would imagine coming from Rode, it's probably a really good mic. It's got so you can switch your patterns. Yeah, that's probably a really good mic. Depending on your setup and how you're streaming with it, you will probably want to use... It's hard to tell looking at it on the screen, but you'll probably want to use the cardioid pattern, which is the... Looks like the middle option maybe on the front there. Looks like you have 3 pickup patterns. Looks like a decent mic. I have to check that one out. That one, how much is that mic? I'm not buying it yet because we're saving to move. Like, I can't spend any extra money right now, but let's see. B&H 377. That's probably a really good mic. I would say you probably did good there. You have it yet? You have it hooked up? Oh, Mark, did you share it on IG? You're the man, brother. What's up, Jason? Great to see you, man. Mark shared on IG. You're too kind, Mark. Rode Pod mic versus Shure SM7B. What is better? So, again, microphones, Aaron, are always going to depend on which works best with your voice, right? What works for me may not work for somebody else. We all have different voices. We have different tones in our voices, and microphones pick those up differently. And then it's going to depend on the gear you're using also, and kind of how you're, how you're routing that, how you have everything set up audio-wise. But for me personally, I don't have the SM7B. I have the MV7, which is they're pretty much the same. Obviously, the SM7B is a little more, is a better microphone, but they're not that much difference in them. Now, the SM7B is a microphone that's been around for, good Lord, since the 50s. You see that typically in news stations, and I mean, the SM7B is a widely used microphone. It's like the gold standard. The MV7, which they made, which is USB and XLR, it's kind of their podcaster's version of that microphone. It's pretty close to the same quality as the SM7B. For me personally, the Rode Pod mic, I feel works better with my voice, but that's just me. It may be different with you. Dagan likes the Deity. Aaron, how close are you to are you close at all to like a B&H Photo or a... Sweetwater's in Indiana. I don't know if they have shops in other places, but are you close to any stores in your area like this that have? Because you can go to places like B&H Photo, Guitar Center, different stores, and you can test different mics. Every podcast or sports media person I follow use the Shure. Yeah, the SM7B is a widely used microphone for those settings. Remember you reviewed the small Rode mic and made the price skyrocket. I like to think that my review made it skyrocket, but probably not. It was probably somebody else like Tom Buck or somebody. But, yeah, that'd be cool. But the price did go up right after I made that video. Astro's Anime Lab, what's up? He uses a Shure MV7. Yeah, the Shure MV7 is a great mic. It's a good microphone, and the quality of it, it's pretty close to being on par with the SM7B. Now, Aaron, remember what I told you? The difference, though, is you will more than likely... With the SM7B, you will probably need a cloud lifter or something for phantom power. So depending on what gear you're buying, you'll need something to increase basically provide a little bit extra power to it because it's a powerful mic. It can be really quiet without that. So, what's up, Bill? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. So, anyway, for those of you that came in late, I'm just testing this microphone. This is a Tonor TC-777. Little $30 USB mic on Amazon. So the company sent this to me. Got it about a week and a half ago, and getting ready to actually do the review for it. So that was the purpose of this live stream, to come and use it. I like to do it this way, and then I can go back and listen to the replay, and then I'll incorporate the stream into the video somehow. So what I love about the Shure is how it doesn't pick up the noise unless it's right there. Yeah, so most dynamic mics are going to do that for you. The pod mic does the same thing. This one, I don't know. I mean, this is a condenser mic, so it should pick up a little bit. So if I back off, I'm probably 2 feet away from it now. I don't know if that changed much, how it sounds. But so roughly maybe 2.5 feet away from it. So I don't know. You guys still hear me as clear? Condenser mics will pick up a little bit more. So if you're going to use a condenser mic, it's usually pretty important to have a sound-treated room. Make sure that you are kind of blocking off any noise away from you, so it'll pick up a little bit more. I'm going to get a cloud lifter, have it all saved, just save it for it. There you go, man. There you go. I mean, you'll definitely, if that's the route you're going, you're going to have a good setup. It's clear, just quieter. Okay. Yeah, I'll go back and listen to that part too and use that in the review. Yep, let's see. Jason says the same thing. Mark was going to say the same thing, so. Just spending the day with the wife, just took her to birthday lunch. Oh, happy birthday, Mrs. Bearded Land Shark. Hope y'all are having a great day. We started off our day working, so we were up till 2 in the morning organizing some things in the basement. And then we got up this morning so I could load the truck and take a load to the dump. And then I took some old boxes, mostly Beard Company boxes that I've collected over the last couple of years. Little tiny boxes that aren't really going to be that useful for us on moving. We took those to the recycle place. So we are clearing the basement. Again, it's crazy how much stuff you can build up and have stored down in the basement. It's crazy. Sony ZV-1 with the Shure SM7B Cloud Lifter and Rodecaster Pro going to be a good, yeah, that's going to be a good setup, man. It's going to be a good setup. Happy 23rd. There you go. Use a program called Crisp. I've heard of Crisp. It seems to work pretty well. You have the Deity. So what are you using? Is that a USB mic you're using, or do you have an interface? Do you have a Rodecaster or something that you're sending? I think you have a Rodecaster, right, Dagan? I know you're using something for sound effects. That could be your Stream Deck. But yeah, if you go to Guitar Center, I think Guitar Center will let you test microphones. So yeah, do that. I wish that I had someplace close to me that I could just walk into, like a B&H and stuff, and just test gear. That'd be awesome. So, all right, y'all. Well, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and cut loose. I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out for real on a Saturday afternoon. We got birthdays going on. We got all kinds of stuff. So I appreciate y'all hanging out. You're gonna work off a MacBook. Aaron, what MacBook do you have? Which one do you have? It's a USB, no Rodecaster. I use Voice Mod for sound effects and change my voice. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah, Mark goes into a Guitar Center, mess around with the guitars. Stream Deck, thought so. And yeah, we're having tacos for dinner, so that's going to be my cue for sure. It's time to go. Thank you, Mark. Thanks everybody that's here. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Appreciate the thumbs up and the conversation. Y'all have a great. Hey, I don't have the graphic, but I'm going to be live. Of course, Monday night at 7. We're going to talk about why some content creators fail. I'm going to kind of have my top 5 reasons for why content creators don't make it. And so that's being done in an effort to, hopefully the content creators that are there and hear that, it helps them maybe make sure they're not doing these things. It's some of the things we're going to talk about are things that I've been guilty of before, things we all kind of learn as we go. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah, send me a DM. So that's going to be Monday night at 7, and I will be back next Friday. Sorry about missing last night, you guys. We had a whole lot of stuff going on, and just decided to kind of take the night off. But, Dan had his stream going on too, so his retirement stream, which is awesome. Happy for Dan. Dan's making his dreams come true. So anyway, for a lot of reasons, last night was just kind of a good night to take a break. But I'll be back Monday. I'll be back next Friday. Hopefully on Friday I'll have some good news about the Wednesday interview. We'll see. I'm really hoping for that job. It sounds like the perfect job for the things I love to do. So deserve a stream off. I don't like missing streams. I like to be consistent and always be there when I'm supposed to be. But yeah, I appreciate that. Last night was kind of needed to be. It's been a long week of interviews and a lot on our mind with getting ready to move and things like that. So I just had a lot on my mind. What's up, Gary?
You don't know my life.
What's up, man? I got to get with you, Gary. Let me know when you're in the shop because we got to do some stuff on the computer. Things we've been talking about. Gary, late as usual. I think typically Saturdays are kind of family day for Gary also. So he, I don't know. And again, I just popped on. I made the thumbnail and went live pretty much. So it wasn't really advertised. So good to see you, Gary. So if you guys saw, there's a new scent out from Alley Cat. It's oh shoot, Gary, what's it called? Anyway, it's blueberry vanilla tobacco. It may be my new favorite Alley Cat scent. It is really, really good. It's my kind of scent for sure. Just finished grilling burgers. Gary, we're having tacos, man. We're having tacos over here. Yeah, see, that's a problem, Gary. Interrupted. Yeah, thanks, Mark. I cannot for the life of me remember that quick. Yeah, Gary probably doesn't have the notification bell hit. He doesn't watch my videos. He was asking me about the Roadcaster, and I was like, Gary, I have a video on there. You should go watch it. And he's like, I don't have time for that. Watch my videos, sir. Yep, interrupted. It is a good scent. So my two top scents from Alley Cat up to this point have been Ruckus and Scumbag Joe's. But Interrupted is so good. Definitely my kind of scent. Peyton has 6 friends over celebrating their 8th grade promotion. Oh, there you go. You're having fun. So, all right, you guys. Well, hey, have a good rest of your Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will see you guys Monday night at 7 Eastern. We're going to talk about why some content creators don't make it. Some pretty alarming stats out there about the number of channels that don't make 1,000, that don't last very long, and it all depends on, most of the time it comes down to creator perspective and sort of their reasons for doing this in the first place is what it comes down to a lot of times. And so we're going to talk about all of that. Have you tried Bambino from Mythical right up there with your leather? I have not. After dinner, I have to go to the shop. Hey, okay, cool. When you're at the shop, let me know so we can try to figure out the Facebook thing we were talking about. Happy Now. Happy Now's good. It's a good one for sure. Nevermore. I didn't pick that one up, but I know what that one is. Yeah. All right, y'all. Have a great rest of your weekend. As always, go be a positive light for somebody. There's enough hate and negativity in the world. Somebody's going to need the positivity from you, so go be that for them. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And, hey, just hit record if you're going to make a video. Just hit record. Appreciate y'all. Yep, congrats to Peyton for sure. Kids grow up too fast. So, all right, y'all have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you Monday. Appreciate you guys hanging out.